Hi everyone, another progress video for me. So today has mostly been researching Zapier and setting up the repository for the app, basically configuring everything to work with TypeScript, lint, prettier, Jest using TypeScript as well, and checking out if I can integrate or incorporate the Near API JS library in it. And in good news, it seems I can. So I got it to work. This is just like the most basic gas price API that I was just trying to see if it will call everything as expected. And let me just show you. Okay. So you can see the test fails, but not because of what's happening, not because the API isn't working, it's just because I didn't format the return as they expect it to be. So they're expecting the ID property, which is not available. I'm just returning the gas price as a string, so I got a string, and this is the correct gas price for testnet, so we know it's calling it properly and getting the value back to us. It's just not an object with an ID property, which Zapier expects. I'll fix that tomorrow. But I've been planning out how I'm going to do the integration, how I'm going to create the app. Everything seems fine. I kind of didn't like their base example or starter template for TypeScript. Kind of was missing some features, like it didn't have separate TS configurations, TypeScript configurations for the library part and for the testing part. So I created those, just basic stuff, including stuff that's test or specification files, should I call them, and keeping most of their initial configuration because, well, I'm going to compile to what they expect to get in their environment. And I believe they're using AWS Lambdas, so it's Node 14, so we can do ES 2019, so not a lot of transpilation going on. Then the rest of the stuff is basic. I also didn't really like how they structured code, so I basically created default export for the triggers, so that here we can just import those triggers and not import every trigger or every create one by one in the index file. Probably going to restructure some other stuff as well. This is just keeping up with, like, working on their basic setup, so making it better in my opinion. And other stuff I had to go through, basically reading through their docs to see everything, get familiar with how they develop stuff. And I also had a back and forth with Integromat about what the purpose, like what the motivation is behind them publishing the app. So responded to that, as well as some other questions, just to make the process of app publishing quicker. So that will be it. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me.